Welcome to Fran's Friends. Today is October the 1st, and I can't believe how the time is flying by. Only 2 more months left, really, before we get into December. And that will be the first year of this journey in crafting. We're up to 81 videos now. September was a very strange month. The first thing that happened was I opened up my first Masterclass pattern from Misa Pay, and it was a penguin, and I fell in love with the pattern because I did mention that I was probably going to go back to the birds for the month of September, and I did my penguin. And this is a Masterclass penguin. This is what he looks like. He's made out of felt and t-shirt fabric. He's and some an old dress that I used to wear that I can no longer get into. He's got clog feet that I did use the epoxy sculpt on, but I had to get my husband to mix it for me because my hands don't have the strength. And this is how he turned out. So I'm really thrilled with the way with the actual end of the project. His heart's on the back, his little hats with his pom-pom on the top. And I also made him a little baby penguin to go along with it. So I wasn't anticipating doing a full, art doll project, but it was such a cute pattern. And because last month I had completed off with the Ruth the horse. So that's one thing that happened. So it put me a little bit behind. I completed my stuffed Dachshund, or my Daxi Dog, my Zeke dog, utilizing an old sweater that my mother had made my 2 pups for Christmas one year. And I tried a new technique using the knitted fabric with interfacing, an adhesive interfacing, and it worked out very well. So that was good. I did my embroidery bear, using the beads and some of the techniques that I've been working with border edges with beads and embroidery. And so I did a bear. I also did another series in the mini bears. I really want to get into doing a lot more work with small little projects. So I made, we had the clown that I did last month. And then in September, I did this little one, this little bear, and this is all made out of dollar store Halloween ribbon. And it's again on the DVD, and little pumpkin in her hand with her wooden leaves. So she turned out really cute. She's in her dress, she has a little pair of knickers underneath. So that's the second, and I'm going to maybe try and do 1 per month if I can. Her little dress with all the ribbon or the lace on it, and then she's even got the little collar with the blanket stitch. So I had a lot of fun doing her. The small projects are intricate, and you have to be very precise with them, but they are a lot of fun. So the other thing is that on September the 19th, 20th, and 21st, I did enter the VIEX, and or a little mixed feelings about it. I did enjoy it. I did win some ribbons, and we did together, my son and I did a small short, which I'll have to watch, about my experiences at the VIX with the ribbons that I won. And it's put to, I think it's Tina Turner's You're Simply the Best. It's over the top, but it's really funny. And that's what this whole website thing is all about for me, really to enjoy it. So here's one of the ones that was Best in Division for my Christmas display, and it's called Canada A, and it's all done in red and black Canadian, sort of motif. So I won Best in Division for that. And for one of mine, for Ellie, my elephants, which I have a short on as well, I won the Needlecraft Best in Division for the fair, for all of Needlecraft. So I was very pleased with those. The one thing I wasn't pleased about was my whole thought was to do a website blitz with this, and I had my cards and I had some things available. All of my projects were labeled with my little logo, Fran's Friends, but very few of the cards went out. So that was the main reason I did it, but unfortunately that didn't quite go the way it should. So I'll just carry on. I've been giving out lots of cards on my I walk 3 days a week, and if I see anybody I know, they get a card. And I've had some good responses from people about the website and how professional it looks, and I'm very proud of my son for helping me with that. Other things that we did, again, out of the ordinary. I remember last month I had wanted to thank my husband's coffee buddy's wife for bringing me in some unused art supplies and whatnot. Well, what she did about a couple of weeks ago is she sent me an complete grouping of magazines that go back to about 1985, and it was so much fun going through lots of patterns, lots of techniques. She even sent me one, and it's a book on paper twist. And she'd already given me some paper twist that I was trying to think, what could I use it for? Well, now I have some ideas about how I can use them and also incorporate them into my art projects. So that was a lot of fun. So I spent hours grouping them and putting them into, there's a whole big group on Christmas and another group on Easter and one on Halloween. So, and of course, October is going to be the month of Thanksgiving, Halloween. So I always love October because I love the autonomous colors, the oranges and the greens and the harvest colors. But so that was all kind of really neat. And lots of stencils that you iron on stencils, and I've not done any of that. I have a couple of books with it, so I might try that for next month. Now, with the embroidery that I was doing, as I say, I cut up my pillowcases, and I've done several different ones. This one was just with embroidery floss, and I've got a tutorial on all those. This one was just with a high metallic thread, and again, I just do them, I put them away, and then I'll pull them out when I'm doing a project. And this one I'm doing maybe something for Christmas, and it's done in beading, and the beads are green and red. So that was kind of fun to do. And again, you just go online and look up a technique and then play around with it, and then you've got something to keep you busy when you're watching TV or whatever. Okay, so let's talk about resources. One of the things I ran into is my husband had suggested going to Pinterest or Etsy. So I went on to Pinterest, and oh my goodness, I just fell in love. I went on and booked into Pinterest, and I just typed in free bear patterns. And oh my goodness, everything would come up. So I spent quite a long time going through all the free bear patterns. But what I did was I wanted to say, okay, it said you could download them on PDF. But what I did was I just took a picture with my camera, with my phone, and then that went into my photos. I took the photo off of onto my desktop, and then I printed out the pattern, and it worked like a charm. So other thing with any of the patterns that I've gotten out of some of these magazines that my husband's friend gave me was go to my website, and I've done some tutorials on resizing and changing the sizing of patterns. So one of the things I want to play around with is with the ones on Pinterest is to enlarge them and print them on my computer. So I'm going to play around with that. So that was really quite neat. Other things that I saw on internet and whatnot was people are into the Halloween stuff and the Thanksgiving stuff. And I thought there lots of things with pipe cleaners, like pipe cleaner, pumpkins and cloth pumpkins and that kind of thing. So lots to look into for the month of October. So I'm going to dedicate October to something a bit different. And I've done a few other projects. I've done a chicken, I've done a goose, a mother goose, all in using canvas bags. And my son, every time he goes to some kind of a conference or something, he picks up these canvas bags and brings them home at Christmas. And I cut them up and I utilize the canvas into making my sculptures, my soft sculptures. And one of the ones that I'm going to be working on in this particular book, it's called Prims. And what I did is I found a two-dimensional crow. That's what it looks like. So what I thought was, okay, I don't want to do, because some of the canvas stuff I've done before is two-dimensional. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to do this particular crow three-dimensional. So I just added gussets using my sequel pattern for my Masterclass patterns. And so far I've come up with a start. This wing is made out of canvas and then just cotton on the back. And I painted the canvas with acrylic paints. And this is actually what the actual crow is going to look like by just using the three-dimensional theme. And then I emptied the canvas bag, cut it out, and I did interface it with a cheap adhesive interfacing to give it a little bit more strength. And then I designed this one, made the tail a little bit different, looked at pictures of crows, etc. So that's going to be October, is making a Halloween crow. And then I can put it away at the end of the month. And it won't be. So I'm really having a lot of stuff in my house, all these projects. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. Also, maybe some table decor for Thanksgiving dinner for two of us. And I think I'll try another mini bear for this month. The bear pattern that I took off of Pinterest that I printed, I'm going to cut it out, because they'll give you the little picture of the bear as well, and then the pattern pieces. So that's what I'm going to be doing for October. So again, unless something unusual comes up, but September was really quite a neat month with all those wonderful magazines that I received, and thinking of ways that I can incorporate things like this paper into projects, little mini bears. And of course I did thoroughly enjoy working on my cute little penguin, and I called him Chili. And the reason, it's kind of a weird name for a penguin, but my husband and I went to Chile, South America, for a period of 3 months. We traveled all over South America, and we went to see the penguins in Chile, southern Chile, and that's what it reminds me of. So, yeah, always the sensitivity and symbolism of the work that I do. So there we are. Also, we've got another 2 months or 3 objects or ornaments to make for the calendar. And this month I'm going to carry on, and I'm going to do the circle with the embroidery, with the beads for, I'll make a wreath for the month of October. This last month I did that. It turned out I used the Scandinavian heart that didn't work out, and then I just put ribbon on it, so I utilized that. That was September. So October I'll do a wreath. So there you go. So we're getting there. It's lots of fun. So I hope you keep enjoying the videos. I'm having an awful great time doing it, and also thinking about where we go after the new year. So We'll see. But so thanks for watching. Enjoy.